Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with another College Football 26 Dynasty Mode Series video. So we are in week 2 of trying to rebuild the Purdue Boilermakers, and in week 1 we took on Ball State. We had a huge win, and it's going to be a much tougher test this week because we face off against BYU. They are the number 12 team in the nation right now. They won their first game, and this was supposed to be an FCS goal. But we went in, we customized the schedule in the first episode in this series. We wanted more of a challenge for that game, and BYU is going to be a good fit. Now, as you take a look at the matchup preview here, comparing the teams by the numbers, we're 77 overall, BYU is 79. Now, I did take a look at their depth chart, and their defensive line is very good, so we better be ready to get rid of the football fast today, or they are going to crush us. But I do think this is a game, if we play smart, we may be able to upset the BYU Cougars. So I think this is a perfect opponent here in week 2 to really test this Purdue team, because if we would have kept the FCS school on, we would have had Ball State FCS and then dive into Big Ten conference play. I do not think we would have been ready for conference play, diving straight into, from an FCS school and then Ball State in week 1, right? But now we're going to be ready. So in today's video, we're going to be going through the top 25, the top stories, diving into the matchup, and then we'll have all the recruiting at the end of the episode. So I will have timestamps for you all in the video description, and you can also see the game start timestamp at the bottom of the screen. So feel free to go ahead and jump to the game if you want to go ahead and do that. Now, before we actually get into the top stories and the top 25, I wanted to show you all one of the best quality of life changes here in the Dynasty. So when you're in the depth chart now, it actually shows on the player card there to the right, the depth trait of every single player. That is an incredible quality of life change. I was always shocked that it was not like this in College Football 25, because in Madden on the player cards, it does show the depth trait. It is so important to know that depth trait, not only when you're making roster adjustments, but especially in the offseason when you're deciding which players to cut. And on top of that, if you move the right stick over, you can see the most important attributes for that given player for that position, right? So you can quickly compare different positions. You see how we can just quickly scroll through Ryan Brown, Singleton, and then Honeycutt, right? Now that reminds me, I'm going to put Honeycutt in as the second string quarterback here. And Honeycutt has impact development, so does Ryan Brown. So that's pretty good. And so does Singleton. All of our quarterbacks have depth trait as impact. So I just thought this player card, that's a huge quality of life change. And of course, you can see the deal breaker, the wear and tear as well. And you can also see the player stats from this, which is actually really cool. That's just a great quality of life change. You know, a little stuff like that goes a long way for me. And there's also a couple other quality of life changes and new features here I wanted to show. So there are formation subs here, so where you can fully customize positions in each formation. I have not got into this yet. You know, maybe when we find a player who we could just really like, an impact player who we could play anywhere, we may go into these formation subs and make some changes. We need to play with this team a little bit more before we start making these. So just wanted to show that. You know, I'll show more quality of life stuff as we go. But yeah, I love those changes there. And look at the first top story, everybody. Texas crushed Ohio State in Ohio State 49-27. What happened to Ohio State? The defending national champions. Arch Manning comes into town and just crushes them. Ohio State was ranked number 3 before that game. Now they're number 11. Texas remains the number 1 team in the nation, but that is a rough loss for Ohio State. Now, this second one is bittersweet. Because look at this, Barryon Brown. If you watched the College Football 25 Kentucky Dynasty, you watched Barryon Brown dominate for the Kentucky Wildcats, but he transferred in real life to LSU. And he had a big first game. You know, I'm happy for Barryon Brown. I'm so sad he's not on the Wildcats anymore. He had 10 catches, 112 yards, and a reception touchdown, but they lost to Clemson. So yeah, LSU had a big loss there to Clemson. Clemson moves to the number 7 team in the nation. We'll see the top 25 here in a little bit. This week, the Michigan Wolverines will be going to Oklahoma to face off against the Sooners. Michigan is 15 and Oklahoma is 22 going into that matchup. And last but certainly not least, Carson Beck, the transfer from Georgia, made his Miami debut and he had a great game. 235, 3 touchdowns. But the big part of this, they crushed Notre Dame 45-10. Great start for Miami, a rough start there for Notre Dame. And here's your look at the top 25 through week 0 and week 1. Texas #1, Penn State, Georgia, Clemson, Miami, Oregon, Alabama, Illinois, Florida, South Carolina, Ohio State, BYU, LSU, Arizona State, Michigan, Notre Dame, Kansas State, Ole Miss, SMU, Texas A&M, Tennessee, Oklahoma, Louisville, Texas Tech, and Auburn. So as you can see, Miami moved up big time after that win against Notre Dame, and Notre Dame dropped from number 5 to number 16 with that loss. But it is time for the week 2 matchup here. Purdue is looking to stay undefeated. We're facing off against the number 12 ranked BYU Cougars. This is a huge test for this Purdue Boilermakers team. Let's dominate, everybody. Now, what uniforms are our opponents going to wear? So they're wearing blue pants and white jerseys. So let's see what we have with Purdue. Do we have any, like, really awesome uniforms? What's our alternate? Oh, just all black? Do we have any, like, really cool alternate? Is that all we've got? Come on, Purdue. Do we not have all gold jerseys? Wow, no, they don't. Okay, so then we're just going to go with what we wore in week 1. It worked in week 1. Why would we change it, right? I'm surprised they don't have all gold. That would be an awesome uniform there. And for playbook, we're going to keep the Purdue playbook and stick with the 4-3 defense here. Let's play some football, everybody. Purdue, week 2, facing off against number 12 BYU. Let's get fired up, everybody. Come on.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
You know, with an entrance like that, a touchdown train leading the way, it's going to be touchdown city today in West Lafayette, Indiana. Come on. Imagine.
The Boilermakers will kick it off to get us underway.
A night game, too, and we'll see the new dynamic lighting as well. It's probably going to get a lot darker as it progresses later into the night.
He's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11.
5 touchdowns?
The offense will have the football first.
Whoa.
And last week, you want to talk about a
Okay,
guy
let's
using
shut him
every
down.
tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when
Yeah,
you
he was a monster last week.
saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense,
Good thing he juked
they
inside.
know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, he had 200 yards and 5 touchdowns in his first game.
Through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut
Why did
this
we
guy
schedule
down.
BYU
You can only
again?
hope to contain him, but what a challenge
no.
this defense faces today.
Lost a player, CJ Madden. Oh, no. That's rough. Good hit there by number 7. Love that intensity.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw.
Hit him.
On the shuffle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Okay, 4 receivers set. One running back. Let's go nickel formation.
But there's a lot of crossover with the Big 10 and Big 12.
Let's do
and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools
build
meet.
some
Think
three
about
blitz.
Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too.
Our fans are fired up tonight. They were not loud in week 1.
This game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like,
Good wrap
you get
up.
to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Well, that's right, yeah. The Big 12 is trying to make a statement here against the Big 10, even though we were the last place team in the Big 10 last year, but still.
It's Retzlaff. He's open on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Now, in that ethereal realm of BYU quarterbacks like Ty Detmer and Steve Young, Jake Retzlaff has a chance to claim a spot in there, David. 11-2 a season ago, just missed a playoff. If they can get to the CFP, what does it mean for a program like this?
It would be huge.
Good tackle.
BYU is a good program, but nobody looks at it as an elite program. So they can
Foot sprain. Oh, he'll be fine. Yeah, we'll return soon. Good. That was our left edge.
Throwing, making plays, kind of had a knack for big plays last year. So if he builds on that, watch out.
Come on, fans, get fired up.
Last play, 2nd and 13. Wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Hagan.
Tried to strip it. Probably shouldn't have done that, but
Pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
3rd and 7.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver
Robert
line up in
press.
different spots all over the field.
Play on the inside.
Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd and long.
I broke through.
Big completion
Yes.
here. Quarterback feeling
What a
that
sack.
pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Number 13. That's Lindsey, right?
You know the quarterback
I think that was his
excited.
name.
He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have
Yeah, it
an
is. TJ
opportunity
Lindsey,
to come up with
our
a big
defensive
play,
tackle.
But up front, they could not protect him well enough.
That's our fans, right? That's playing a big role here because keep in mind, home field advantage is massive in this game. If you're not familiar with it, it's massive. And, like, they can't audible, they can't hot route, so, like, it makes a big difference. They're going for it?
So
Oh,
they're
no.
gonna send
They
out
just-
the field
they
goal
just-
unit to try a long one. You see this kicker
we were in
not only
4-3.
needing to generate power, but
We were just
lining
ready
up
for
the
them to
left
go
hash,
for
a
it.
59-yard try coming. Absolutely
that's
perfect.
A really tough
And
kick
with
to
that,
make
they
away.
break the seal on the
What a
scoring.
kick.
It's 3-0.
Could you imagine in real life how terrifying that would be as a kicker? Having to kick a 50-some yarder away with the fans yelling like
So the kickoff team is out there.
It's already
ready
hard
to put
enough
it
to kick a
away
field
after
goal.
putting up a field goal.
but in
Let's see
these
what the defense
situations
can
I
do.
couldn't imagine.
He'll call for the fair catch.
Kickers
here.
have to have like
So the
nerves
Purdue
of steel.
Boilermakers
A good
offense will
kicker.
try to get something going with their first possession. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this
run it.
week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing.
No
proving it is
turnovers,
one thing,
smart
Jess,
football.
but it's
We're gonna
not
run a
about
lot.
you.
What a stop
And
for our
this is a
defense,
team
right?
game. Obviously, the quarterback in position is so dependent
As I call pass
on
play
other
second
success,
play, but
play within yourself, make
let's
those
run it.
plays, don't make the big mistakes.
They'll give it to the back. Oh, out of space. The Boilermakers.
Mockabee
get
is gonna be our game changer.
down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
RPO.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's
Actually,
1st and
the screen
10.
might be open out there. Yep.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ross. Finds enough room
You
to
know,
get it up
I've
to
ran
the
2
44
RPOs
before
this
he's
year.
knocked out of bounds.
I've ran them right. I think I'm going to retire the
Coach said
RPO so I can say I'm
never go broke
100%.
taking a profit.
I'm usually
Take what's
terrible
there,
at them.
Take the positive yards and never
100% though. Let's run a screen. No
And
more
the
RPOs.
Boilermakers can play this second
Wait.
down a lot of ways with just a few yards
We can
to
audible.
go.
We're the home team. That might be a touchdown unless they're bluffing.
Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat.
I forgot the AI is much better at press coverage and man coverage this year. Direct snap, I love it.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after.
That is awesome. I love that play.
The Boilermakers pick up the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard.
Fake jet sweep zone.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Yeah, offensive line is looking good so far. Really good.
This running back. Oh, he's got some space.
Going for the advantage.
Drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Man, talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy.
True.
This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
That's exactly right.
To the ground with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose.
That was a good block shed there.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him
I may
there
not talk a lot today. Playing focused football, right? We're looking at Magwood and then Jackson.
When they've got him looking run now to
That
pass.
is one of the best changes in this game gameplay-wise. Not only the coverages for the other team, the linemen will actually jump up for it like they do in real life all the time. Love that change. That never happened in the last game. They never jumped up for it. I hate that it happened there, to be honest, but you're like, Ryan, are you glad it happened now? Well, no, but I'm glad it's in the game.
The Boilermakers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here.
We're looking at Jackson here. Maybe Magwood.
He's looking downfield to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the
How did he
world
drop
like that
it?
would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
You know what it was? I beamed it in there. And when you get into the red zone, you throw it faster, but there is a greater chance the wide receiver is going to drop it. And I believe that's what happened there. Yeah, actually, I love that's one thing I've seen in this game. Like, the dynamic lighting looks really good. Like, you'll notice it change throughout the game, and like in afternoon games, you'll notice it change like in every lighting, right? But here's the issue. He's open here. As the quarterback, I've got to throw that quicker. It's great offensive line, right? We were here, we just set our feet and throw. I waited a second too long, and that hesitation cost us there. Still, though, you have to catch that football. I think any wide receiver would say you have to catch that, and any head coach would say you have to catch that. It was a wobbly pass, and that's going to happen sometimes. It's all right. We'll get it next time, everybody. Gonna take a screenshot here, and we got to win this game. You know, with how good our kicker was last game, we have one of the best kickers in college football. 93 power. We never had this good of a kicker in college football 25. That was my fault. I never went after a good kicker. But, like, am I crazy to maybe kick this field goal? 60? I seriously think he can make it. Let's call a timeout and ice our own kicker, right?
They're sending out the kicker to try a long one.
Yeah, that's really smart, Ryan.
Out here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
It's a really good idea. The bold strategy, right?
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a
little bit in our
thunderfoot into
face, but it's a crosswind. We're about to see what a crosswind does to a football. I trust our kicker fully. He almost made that.
No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
He almost made
Sometimes
that.
I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years. But
why does our
they left some
kicker
points
have
off the
coffin
scoreboard
corner? That was so close. What a kick!
The BYU offense headed back
I
out
mean,
to go
he's
on
got a
the
leg.
attack. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead.
If it wasn't for the wind, that's in.
44. Coming out on first down with the play fake.
Our kicker's next level. Yeah, you can question that decision, but he almost made it.
A lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
You got to take risks. What's the chance of us getting a 4th and 13, right? We have a better chance of kicking that field goal. Well, probably not.
The run from the shotgun. How about this sophomore
3rd and 5.
stopping him short of the first down line?
Got to run man, right? Man blitz. I love it. Okay, into the first quarter, 3-0. What a start.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats.
Oh, imagine if that kick goes in. We got a max power. You notice how it went wild there at the end? We got lucky because our kicker has good stats. But again, why does our kicker have coffin corner? Did he used to be a punter or something?
So they go back to work after the break, and it is.
Let's start bad.
Back to pass, it's Retzlaff.
Yes! The Purdue Boilermakers do it again. Our fans are fired up. This place is loud tonight. And you notice how it's completely dark now. Look at the sky.
First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Kicks it high, and it's just
you better
hanging
fair
there
catch
as if
that.
It has helium in it and floating down toward the earth.
Okay. Let's run it.
Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute
Commentator,
better offensively.
it was a
I
long
think you
field
move the ball
goal.
nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Good thing that wide receiver stopped there.
This quarterback right
Their
now
coverage is
in a groove.
amazing.
He's doing a nice job.
Told you all they had a good defense.
He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
That's
Why
beautiful.
he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That's how you throw it right there.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a
RPO counter
massive
peak.
play
Gonna
for
try
this
to stick
offense.
to that
They needed some
perfect
momentum. They
RPO
needed
streak.
to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by
I don't feel like any of it was open.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive
How about a
line
draw?
can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second
Wow,
and
I don't
9.
like the look here. That might work for a draw. Get him to bite up. Go right by him.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he
1
doesn't
yard.
find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running
Thank you,
the football.
commentator.
You can tell.
Now facing a third and long.
You gotta establish the run though. Even if it's not working, you're still gonna try, right?
From the gun, wants to pass.
That is one of the best option routes I've seen a player make. Our best player right there, Maccabee, 84 overall, made that read to perfection.
This running back is a weapon.
That's
He
an
not only
option
is he gonna
route.
hurt you in the run
It's got
game,
3
but they're gonna
options.
Throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first
What a
down,
choice.
second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage.
Do you all
and
think
you
there's a
start
chance
sending
that
them, because
Drew
those guys
Brees has
have
an extra
serious
year of
speed.
eligibility
They
left?
can come catch anybody up and down the
What
line
is
of
Drew
scrimmage.
Brees,
The
45,
linebacker, you could
46
tell
years
he had a
old
good
now?
clue what was going
You
on.
think
knew it was
he
a run
has
play,
just
fired,
one
pulled the
random
trigger,
year
came
of
downhill,
eligibility
and
left?
attacked the running back.
I know he already played in the NFL, so I think that would make him ineligible no matter what, but we'll have Jerry talk to him.
They've got a solid drive.
We'll have Jerry
working,
talk
but
to
now
the
looking at
NCAA.
second and 11.
Okay.
Back to pass. Oh, they're after him.
B was open, but I didn't like it. It could have also been an interception.
This offense better start finding a way to cap off these drives with points. We haven't seen that now in the last 2 drives. Last one, they were moving the ball pretty nicely, came away with nothing. This drive, it's looking to be more of the same. And normally when you give up sacks, especially on 3rd down, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, not wrong.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Do not be a hero. I don't like it. Let's run out some more time. Call timeout. I don't like it.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
Okay, you should have the full timeout. I was hoping that was a change this year. I wish it was like an NBA to where you had the full timeout to pick your play.
After that earlier sack.
We just need to get in field goal range here.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn.
He beat him. We just didn't have enough time. We needed 2 seconds. We had 1. Good blitz on the outside there by 17.
Defensively, you got to find
Got to punt it. 1 more second. That's a touchdown.
Getting the
maybe.
Pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him.
See how good our punter is.
The incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
That's pretty good. Okay. We have a kicker and a punter. I can tell you that.
They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook.
We're going to need a really good punter, right? We're going to need a really good punter and kicker. You might argue that's the most important position on our team.
To the air. It's
both of them.
Yes. On him.
We almost safetied him.
Pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Good try. I mean, punter and kicker is so important anyways to any team. But, like, for our team this year, they're vital. We're going to have to punt a lot, and we're going to have to kick long field goals.
And a long way to go.
Get fired up, team. We're fans.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Good hit.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground.
Don't give them any time.
Wasn't any that time.
Yeah,
oh, that's not the play I picked.
Maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's
yes!
gonna have to throw for it. And
number 40. What a sack.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel,
fired up.
Some more speed on the field, and the
2-minute timeout too. We got plenty of time.
Gets the sack to force the 4th down.
What a first half. Our fans are fired up today, everybody.
3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt.
Not a good time to drink water.
He'll return it from around the 50.
I was trying to get a sip of water over here, and well, little did I know.
The Purdue offense heads back.
Still made a pretty good return.
After a punt on their last possession, they are
up.
set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense.
I tell you, the commentators have been spot on this game. They've been great.
Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first.
That's what we got to do.
Scoring position.
Every day, every game.
Does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know how to pump fake. I know that looked like I was trying to do that, and it looked really cool. But I'm not going to sit here and lie to you all. I have no clue how I did that, but it worked.
Instead of continuing to run across the field, he
The first time I hit that button, it would have been picked off. I can guarantee you that.
After that last completion, it's
So if you
second
know how to
down.
pump fake, let me know in a comment.
Looking to
I
fire.
missed.
Fears the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You can't be more open than A was. I mean, really, I don't think you could be that open. Look, our mascot saw it. He's furious over there. That is about as open as you can be. And you know he went back to the huddle and Told Ryan Brown, wake up.
Move the chains, keep this drive alive after that
Magwood is going to
sack.
run a slant. Not a slant, a pin it in.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond.
You got to give us more time than that. We're out of field goal range. No, we're not. Not with our kicker.
He goes down again.
What a
Let the
great
time
job
run.
by this defense.
We're going to
setting
call
the
a
tone
timeout,
early.
ice
In
our
the first
kicker
half,
again.
they've been
The wind
hitting
is
the
at our back
quarterback
now.
Early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
What did I tell you all in the beginning of this video? BYU as a defense. They have a defensive line that's an absolute powerhouse.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the
mascot.
break.
What is our kicker's name? We got to take a look. What is our kicker's name? I can never remember his name. It's Spencer, right? We looked at it in the last game. Leave your 1-times for Spencer Horath. Not sure if I'm saying his name right, but he can kick from Brownsburg, Indiana. Sophomore. We have him for plenty more years unless he transfers. Please don't transfer.
And for the second time
Spencer
tonight,
is the
they'll trot out
superstar
the
here
field
for
goal
Purdue right
kicker.
now. And look, he's so clutch. Look how slow it's going. He's got that deep range ability. He's got composure. Home foot advantage. He can kick.
And he's got it counted all the way to 55.
Let's go,
Never
Spencer.
in doubt.
You're
Well, that kid just
MVP,
set up
everybody.
his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he's
gonna win Heisman. They almost roughed the kicker. I mean, he made that by a mile. This kid can kick.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going
So
to the
when you
locker
call a
room, and they'll need to
timeout,
finish
it
off
looks
these
like
final few
when
seconds
you're
and
the
not
home
allow
team
them
and
to
you call a
answer.
timeout for your kicker, it
And
might
he'll
actually slow it
just
down
take a
for
knee,
you.
and this drive will
He
start
also
at
has the deep
25.
range ability, and has 93 power, which is going to help you on long kicks. If that was
This
away,
late in the half,
we're on
here's the
Heisman,
question,
right?
how
So if that was
aggressive
away,
will
that
the
would have been
play
moving
calling be?
1,000 miles per hour. Now, maybe not with our kicker,
Looking
though.
for space. It's Martin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that
Let's
play.
stay calm, but we are
We
tied
played
3-3.
2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin
I'll see you in the
Connor's
second
now.
half.
Time update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
You know, he was talking about BYU's defense, and he's not wrong. They've been exceptional, but this Purdue defense has been just as good. We really
All right,
have
Kevin,
been.
about ready to
Not as
start
many
the second
sacks,
half
but still
here.
we're playing great. And we get the ball.
BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Play smart.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes
I like
the
a screen.
offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth.
Yeah,
and a
that
feeling
was
out
rough.
process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs.
I
with
like
respect to
Walker
who
and
does
Magwood.
make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be
Perfect.
who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
That throw and catch, a really good
I want an
example
inside
of
zone. There we
why
go.
coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular
Change
target.
the
isn't
ID
it, Dave?
mic.
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup. Get it
I
to
knew
him,
going
let him do the
outside
rest.
there we had to cut it up
And
for
they'll
about
wrestle
one
him
more
to the
yard.
ground after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play.
I see what the commentators say, but listen, you still got to establish the run.
On the offensive line.
You still got to try.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
You need to hit him with the play action on first down soon. It is a good thing he did a secure catch there. He would have got his world rocked.
They're well short of the first down.
Look, you can see our kicker's range. It says 35. He could be anywhere.
The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Come to the line at the 42.
Looking at Magwood, he has an option. He can keep going or stop.
They'll move the wide receiver. Snap from the gun on third down.
That's a great play. I like this playbook a lot.
Down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It plays right to my play style. Shotgun runs. The only thing it doesn't have is I form or power O.
You look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Yay, Reed, let's do it.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. That's reeled in. It's McCoby. They make the
Reads are on right now. Like, I'm reading everything good. Let's just not mess it up. Let's do a QB, a halfback direct snap. Where that's Trey Opens halfback, right? Yeah, that's it.
They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
That's how you hit the hole. Come on. Mockabee can play.
Well, no real mystery.
These have like
there.
all my favorite plays.
Has a lot of confidence in
We
their
ran a lot of these
offensive
plays
line.
in the Kentucky Dynasty. Wait, they're blitzing the safety, it looks like.
Just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north.
They stopped the safety blitz, right?
And they give up the first down.
Moving the running back in motion there. It didn't work
generate a lot of points in this one.
fully,
in the
but
third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end.
it is cool to see the AI make an audible there.
Getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Or it could have been maybe not an audible, right? It could have just been they were faking blitz, right? Coverage shell.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man.
If he hits him in stride, that's a first down. It was a little bit behind him. Good play, though.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for
Who's our
DBs
A receiver in an empty
and they're too
base?
fast for linebackers
17.
to cover. You saw it right there.
They've got to come
It's
up with
Walker,
a big play
but
on this
Mockabee
3rd
could
and
be
long.
open here.
From the gun, wants to pass.
Mockabee does it again.
It's McCoby.
Oh,
He'll
McCoby.
come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it
I
at the
thought I was
23.
saying it right, and then
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime.
I thought I said
Only
it right
3
in the
points
last
first
game.
Here we go in the first drive of the
McCoby.
3rd quarter. And this quarterback
I'm
looks
never
locked
gonna
in.
remember
Really
that.
Nice throw there to pick up the first down.
McCoby.
Here's an opportunity.
I don't know.
for
Maybe
this
we call him
offense in
Mockabee. It's
search of
working.
its first
It's getting them
touchdown.
fired
It's
up.
1st and 10. They'll leave it with him.
He's running angry.
He had all kinds of company.
Head
as soon
coach
as he
keeps
got
calling
it.
him
He had to
Mockabee.
fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
McCoby. This might be a
They're trying to run
touchdown
the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point
to
of attack.
McCoby.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion on the outbound.
Way to fight.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground.
Find
to
your
cover.
best
Pick up the
athlete,
first.
feed him the football. That is
This
exactly
defense
what
is
we're
gonna
trying
have
to
be
do
careful.
today.
Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is
We're looking at another
versatile
one.
back.
And the Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and
Wait
short.
a second. What about a zig route? Can we audible that? Where's the zig? Yep, there it is. That might be a first
Quarterback
down.
making checks. They'll try to get it through the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
4th and 3.
Nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete
The running back was open.
So the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Let's line up to go for it. Let's line up to go for it. Doesn't mean we are. We'll take the delay of game if possible, if we need to.
Field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it.
Do you want to win or do you want to lose?
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Yeah, you know, you have to make some calls that are a little bit aggressive if you want to win, and I stick with that decision.
Points up would be huge here.
I trust our defense.
Quarterback on the keeper.
Make them fumble. Wait, is he hurt? Their offensive lineman's hurt.
First down out to the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check it out.
Hindsight's 20/20. We played aggressive. We didn't get it. That's football.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's a running room.
What kind of hit was that? Purdue.
They mark him out
Hit him.
at the 42.
Hit him hard. Wrap up.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just
Jerry, the defensive coordinator, is furious on the sideline right now.
He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Catch in the middle, it's Hagan.
It's what Jerry stresses in practice all week. You wrap up.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw.
I'm the one who went for the hit stick on the first one. I thought it was a good hit. But
in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Good hit.
Able to squeeze
3rd and 3.
on the play. It's down
Blitz
at
them.
35.
Play inside and you blitz them. If they get a field goal here, it's going to be painful, right?
And it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats.
Take the points. Take the points. Time of possession. Look at this. We're playing perfect football. Long, sustained drives.
Can't wait to see how this
one poor decision. It's hard to call it a poor decision. If we get it, we're celebrating here at Purdue. If we don't, well, everybody hates us. That's football. Welcome to being the head coach of a Division I football team.
Something up this 3rd down play. Back to throw. It's Retzlaff. Right on the money.
Why?
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Bad of coverage there,
Tony. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
Get up on
him. And you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes.
Every route
he's running, he's good. He seems to be open. So I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
Oh, it looked like number 16, Powell, was going to come up and pick it off. But he just kind of slowed down.
You can't take away everything, right?
Now,
so you give them that and
let's go to formation.
And a lot of times in zone coverage,
nickel,
I can get
cover 3 match. We're going to show a cover 2. What did I do?
And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
I think they changed the button for coverage cell this year. I did something else.
On 2nd down.
Get him. Good job. 3rd and 3 again. So what does right and left do? On the...
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies.
It changes to top.
They choose to blitz. Get to him. Try to speed up the processor just a little bit. Force the scramble. No damage done.
Press him. Play inside.
Making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Wants to throw on 3rd down.
Yes! We did it! They may go for this. Let's do a safe man. That field goal that we didn't go for. It's all right. He might miss it. Home field advantage! Oh, barely.
Just inside the right upright. Let's go to the studio now and check.
Should be 6-all, but woulda, coulda, shoulda means nothing.
Let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Oregon has opened up the playbook.
You know who would be proud of us? Dan Campbell, the coach of the Detroit Lions. He would say go for it if it's 4th and 10 there.
Oklahoma State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field.
5 minutes left in the game.
Top scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook.
Yeah, we really are.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the
What does Jerry Rice always say? You touch it, you catch it.
He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
You touch it, you catch it. It's as simple as that.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested.
Jerry might have to take over as the wide receiver coach next week.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted.
No, he better stick to the quarterbacks.
He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense
Yeah.
at the 38.
Hey, man,
It's
I
not
love
a good
guys
throw.
with situational
Look
awareness
at
in
actually the
football. It's
mud
third
and
and
grass
long.
collecting
You
on
know
the
it.
uniform
He's
like throughout the
sitting
game
right
and
near
on
the
also
sticks,
the quarterback's
ready to
arm.
break
Did you
on the
see that?
football, ready for the quarterback to throw. He does, forces the INT.
So that just
Nice
shows that our
heads-up,
quarterback
smart
has got
play
hit
by
a
that young
lot.
man.
So that's new. I like that. I would have watched that back to see what happened there. Right? Let's see what happened. See if that was a decision making. Nobody else is open. Yeah, he is open. Yeah, he is open underneath. Like he has a little bit of space for men. Right? Jump in front of the football. This is a terrible throw. So that was our quarterback's fault. I mean, to be fair, he's getting crushed. Like, look at it. Can you really blame him? He has no time today. He throws it and just gets crushed, and it sells on him. That would have worked. He throws that in front of him. Number 5's going to go get it. So, right idea. Got drilled. You can't really blame the quarterback there. That's football. When you have a poor offensive line right now.
Cougars ready to get into that playbook.
I know.
And then
Our offensive line has been serviceable today. I'm proud of them. They're playing well above I expected.
I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating, and you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be.
He kept going back. 2nd and 18.
Use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks
Yes.
Not much running room.
Cover
there
4.
thanks to this senior defender.
Cover 4, and you don't allow anything on the first down. Play the sticks.
Corners, safety,
Come on.
and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football
Yes.
right away and limit
Yes.
games like right here.
The Boilermakers defense does it again.
Target, he got hit as he was trying to
Defensive tackle Ian Jeffries making a big-time play.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field.
Do you want to win or do you want to lose, you two?
Forward to the punt.
Terrible punt.
Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line.
4 minutes left. We got plenty of time. Let's not abandon the run.
And points have
Even
been
though the
hard
run
to
has
come
not
by
done
in
good
this
all
one. They'll
day.
try to put together a drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Beautiful.
Turning on the Jets.
I thought he had more speed than that, but he looks slow there. He might be tired.
Out to the 34.
He is. They're supposed
When
to
the
sub
running
in.
back gets going
I changed the
and gets
wear and
ahead of
tear.
steam like that, so hard
I
to
showed
get
that
to
at the beginning
ground.
of the video.
That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going,
Oh,
you
but
could
it's
tell
into
it
the
was hard
game,
to get a
though.
hand
That's
on him,
probably what
hard
it
to
is.
get him to the ground.
Looking to throw on first down.
That's a beautiful
Finds his
ball.
tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just
Trey
a few
open,
breaths
halfback.
away from the first down.
Direct snap.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him. But nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jump.
That is wide open.
Really
That's what an offensive line is supposed to do. Are you kidding me?
Because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged.
We got to get our backup running back in there.
This offense coming into it, but the defense,
we can do it at
their front seven
during this play.
Has dominated this entire game.
Hit up on the D-pad. James Mockbee put Thomas in there.
Wants to throw on first down.
Mockbee, McCovey, I did it again.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time.
2-minute timeout.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart.
Time management, my specialty.
You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass.
He beat him by a mile out there. Good route.
Quickly complete.
I thought we had the first down
the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage,
above all, we've got to get the first down here. They've been seeing a direct snap here. We're not going to do a direct snap. We're going to do an inside zone. Beautiful. Of course they're reading pass. Why would they not? Fresh legs out there. Thomas. I don't think he's played a snap this entire game. He's had 2 rushing attempts. Fresh legs makes all the difference when you're in the fourth quarter. I'm going to run it again.
This moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the
got plenty of time.
Floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown
time. Do not throw an interception. If you throw an interception, Ryan, not me, Ryan, the player Ryan, you are on the bench next week for Honeycutt.
Got 3
one
on
interception, you're on the bench. Already threw 1. We got time. I'm wasting out more clock. What a route by Thomas.
Finds us back in the middle.
Everybody remain calm.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line after the catch. It'll be first and goal.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force
I love how it
down the field
automatically
if it's
gets
not
into
open.
turbo
Check it down
when
to your
you're under
back,
2 minutes,
let him go to work,
when you
he
break
comes
huddle,
up with
they
a
just go right out
huge
ready,
play.
like you would in real life.
Looking to throw.
Dropped it.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
It's a running back.
Well, the
Still,
quarterback off
great
target on
route.
that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Quarterback making
I like a zig
adjustments.
route there by Thomas.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. They're working that left side. They get it down to the 7
Okay,
on that pass
we're gonna
play
have
in prime
a couple more
position for a
plays.
score.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That
Call
clock
one
is your
timeout.
enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and
Third
go
and
to your
goal.
second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. From the gun, wants to pass.
Thomas, he did it! The Purdue Boilermakers might win!
They move on top here in the 4th.
BYU has 6 seconds left.
Man, what a great job by this offense.
What an audible!
Executing down
I
the
saw
field,
the
using
slant.
all
I
of the
audibled
clock,
Thomas to a
being
slant
smart,
there. Waited.
hitting a big
Offensive
score
line
late,
held
and I
up.
think that one
What a
should do
play.
it.
I tell you, college football is the best. College football is the best. You can't beat it.
They'll try to add
This
another
game
to
is
their
incredible.
lead. You could draw
It's
a
not
line
over.
in the middle, and he
6
would've hit
seconds.
that thing. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive.
Squib kick.
And what a way
we not
to
have
end
a
it
squib
with
kick?
what is likely the game winner in the final seconds.
Oh, we have the best
Look
kicker in the
on
league. Why
the
would we
field,
have a
and
squib
this
kick?
defense
Just
will be
send it.
called on to protect this lead.
That's it. I mean, he can
He'll take
almost
it
kick a
It's
field goal
touchback
from the
save every
kickoff.
second he can as they try to put together
It's
this final
prevent,
drive.
right? The coach says cover 4 drop. I remember last year you all said never
drive
run
starts
prevent.
from their own
Never run prevent,
25-yard
Ryan, is
line.
what you always told me.
Wants to throw. It's Retzlaff. Throws to the wideout. The
No, we
pass is
definitely run prevent.
incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining.
I know you say
on the
never
clock.
run prevent, but we
When
have
you look
to.
at the clock, we've got time for one more play.
Are you
but they're out of
kidding?
Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game.
I'm
This
even
is gonna
sending
be
an extra lineman
last
back.
second, last chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a
Yes!
lot of laterals.
Purdue
You've seen
with the
crazier stuff happen
upset!
in college football.
2-0,
The
baby!
hostile
I told you we
environment
could
can
do
have
it.
a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team.
Home
how
field
much
advantage,
did
baby.
The crowd play a factor in this upset.
Well,
Our
this is what makes college
fans
football so
deserve a
great,
lot of
the
credit.
home crowd and how they were
Incredible.
able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And
Yeah,
they're
the
still
fans played a
jacked up,
huge
and they're
factor.
Still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Incredible. Just incredible. I can't even talk. I lost my voice playing that game, I imagine. Yeah, take it serious, everybody. But wow. The change of running backs. Fresh legs, right? McCoby was tired. Thomas came in and led us to victory there. Incredible. You saw how many hits our quarterback took. I mean, based on how dirty he was, mud all over his arms, grass stains and mud all over his jersey. Like, he took some shots, everybody, but he's built tough. Ryan Brown got the job done, everybody. That's incredible. Offensive line, that's how you fight. If you want to win, you gotta fight. You gotta battle. You gotta want it more than the other team. Purdue wanted it a little bit more, and our defense gets the game ball. Our kicker deserves a lot of credit. But wow, that Purdue Boilermakers defense played tough today. Great play calling as well. I feel like that might have been my best called defensive game. I don't think I made a mistake calling plays on defense this game. I did make a mistake on offense, right? I did make that one mistake. It's hard to say it's a mistake. It was aggressive. We go for that and get it. Everybody loves us. We don't. Everybody hated us, but we won. Everybody loves us again. Welcome to being a Division I college football head coach, everybody. Wow, we did it. We chose a team that we knew would be a challenge, that was in the top 25, but also a team that we knew we could have a chance to beat. And we got the job done. 203 yards of offense. It was a defensive battle for both teams. I mean, they shut down our run and we shut down their run. I mean, it was a defensive battle, defensive game, a 10-6 victory there for the Purdue Boilermakers. I'm just shocked, everybody. I am just shocked. My heart rate was so high up there. We did throw that one interception. We did not force any turnovers. BYU were very careful with the football, and our defense just played tough. Good coverage, good plays, and we did a great job on third down. They did not. Ryan Brown, I know stats-wise it doesn't look great, but I thought it was great. Like, that's all I need Ryan Brown to do. I don't need him to try to be something he's not. I don't want him to try to be a scrambler. I don't want him to try to get fancy back there. I want him to be a pocket passer, step up in that pocket, and deliver passes. It doesn't have to be long passes. We did a mostly short pass game. It worked out beautifully. A touchdown and an interception. We're going to throw interceptions. It's going to happen on Heisman. McCoby had a fighting game, right? A fighting game is what I would call that. He fought the entire game, and it wasn't a great game, but he fought, and he hurt defenders out there by trying to run them over. Receiving, spread the ball around really well, as you can see, just like we did in the first game. So yeah, spread the ball around. It was a defensive battle though, right? That was a defensive battle, and it was so fun. Like, that was fantastic. Did we have a sack today? Yeah, we finally did. I don't think we had a sack at all last game, right? So 1.5 sacks there for Jeffries, and one of them was a big 3rd and 3, and Lindsay with the half sack as well. That was a 3rd and 3 as well. We played today, everybody. We played and got the job done. I'm going to pause the video, take a look at a couple highlights, take some screenshots, and then we'll do recruiting and take a look at the road ahead. What a game. You better believe the student life here at Purdue University is fired up tonight. They're going to party all night here. The student life at this campus is going to be wild. You guarantee it. Taking down the number 12 team in the nation here. West Lafayette, Indiana. They might all call off work on the following Monday to celebrate, right? I mean, I know it's Saturday, this game, but yeah, they may call off work there on Monday just to celebrate that incredible victory here for the Purdue Boilermakers. 2-0. And then our schedule is about to pick up, right? So yeah, we have some winnable games though. Yeah, our goal, our coach contract is only to win 4 games, right? I believe it's 4 games. About 90% sure our contract wants us to win 4 games this year. Yeah, go win 4 games. That's all we need to do. 2 wins. We already beat last year. We already beat the 2024 year. What a year. This Purdue fan base is fired up. I tell you, the best change this year is the AI coverage on Heisman. Those same plays last year with the press coverage, with the fast receiver like we have in the outside, that's a touchdown in college football 25, even on Heisman. This year, do you see how they play the press? That's a good defense we faced off against. They have fast corners and a very good defensive line, and it showed. But still, the coverage across the board was phenomenal. Very realistic coverage as well. They play it just like they should. And I hope we see that same thing in Madden 26 this year. Madden has always struggled with coverages, and hopefully they pull in a lot from college football 26, because I know they have, based on reading the deep dives, brought in a lot from college football. So we'll see. But yeah, great. I like that's one thing I've noticed playing this game, even outside this dynasty. The coverage is very, very good, and they play it very, very realistic, which makes it tough, right? Yeah, makes it really tough. Okay, it's time for week two recruiting here. I can't even talk. I left it all out there on the field, everybody. I'm wore out. I am wore out. Wow, okay. Everything's fine. Let's relax and recruit, right? This is the fun part. We just get to relax. Jared Swift. We are dominating now. Look at this. Reached this top 8. And that is massive. That's going to be a lock, right? We don't need to scout. He looks amazing. Yeah, I'm going to keep sending the house. We have conference prestige. That's his deal breaker. We don't have anything else yet. And we have A+ conference prestige, A+ playing time for him, and A+ proximity to home. So unfortunately, he doesn't care about proximity to home, but this is one when we can sway, we will sway. Because if we can sway him to only care about us, we're going to get the job done. But everybody else has got rid of their offer. He could be a bust. I'm okay with bust, right? 100%. And he's from Fort Wayne, Indiana, which I feel like is pretty close there to Purdue. Yeah, we're probably gonna lock him in. Next up, we have Zach Marcook, a pass protecting right tackle. We are number 1, Indiana close second, Louisville and Illinois, and we're in the pipeline. So let's just keep sending the house. We don't have any other interests unlocked there to the right. And we already did scout him all the way, and he's looking good. Dante Corner here. Great name for a defensive back. A better name for a cornerback, right? But still good for a free safety. A coverage specialist from Charleston, Indiana, and he loves us. We're winning, though, right? Winning is huge. That's going to gain so much more influence now if we can continue winning, right? Let's enjoy it while it lasts. And proximity to home, A+, conference prestige, A+. So... ooh. Is it? We might be able to try to find the hard sell, right? I say we look for it. Let's remove Send the House. Let's try this out. We did this in the last game a lot. So we know two of them. Two of the interests over there to the right. Conference Prestige and Proximity to Home. So we're going to go to Hard Sell here and see if we can maybe find it. It has to include both Conference Prestige and Proximity to Home. We do know that. Every player has 3 interests unless that has changed. And one thing I forgot to point out in the last episode is every player is a deal breaker now, which plays into the transfer portal big time. So we will find out. And honestly, recruiting, if we don't get everybody, that's okay. The transfer portal is much bigger like it is in real life now. The transfer portal in real life is massive. Like a lot of teams play for the transfer portal, and smaller scores, two-star school programs like Purdue here, they're going to lose a lot of players, right? They're going to have players transfer out, and then they're going to go to the portal trying to bring people in who want to play right away. So that's a big change in this year's Dynasty. So it might be championship contender. It might be this one. Wait, is that the only one that includes Conference Prestige and Proximity to Home? Yeah. So we have the hard sell, but the problem is the C-. But what did I say? Sway. If we sway him to playing time, we will win. And this is an example to where we will sway because we have a high chance. Look, they actually show the probability now, which is great. We have a high chance with 2 interests and a red. And that's what we're going to do. It costs 30 though. It's not great. But yeah, we're going to sway to have coach prestige, playing time, and proximity to home, if that's a thing. Conference prestige. It might not be one. Yeah, it might not help us if that's not one. It's not one. Yeah, so never mind. There's really not a sway we could use. There's only 2 that have conference prestige and proximity to home. One, I mean, which is this one right here. Conference legend. So that's already his hard sell. There's nothing with playing time, unfortunately. Unless I'm missing it, I do not see it. Yeah, there's not. That's unfortunate. So we're going to go to do the hard sell. 2 A pluses and a C-. Yeah, he's not going to like championship contender. But I still think that's going to be more than sending the house. I could be wrong. We're gonna still DM player as well. We want max hours for him. And we're going to remove him. We're going to not remove him. We're going to move him to the top so that we remember him. Okay, so who else do we got here? We already looked at Zach. Deontay Kuhn here, a contested specialist. This is the 6'5" receiver with 88 speed and 88 acceleration with 50-50 ability. He'll be our tight end of the future. So we will be moving him to tight end. You better believe it. And we know 2 interests there. He has a B- on brand exposure and A+. What's his deal breaker? Is brand exposure. Ooh. Okay. Missouri is leading the way. They have the pipeline too. This could be a tough battle to win. Do we try to sway him? Do we try to sway him? That's the only way we win this recruit. And we want him bad as a tight end. Oh, we can't yet. He's not in his top 5. Okay, so we'll just keep sitting the house. It's going to be tough. I wonder, though, on this player. Is sending the house going to be negatively since we have a C-? I think we're better off, now that I think about it, I think we're better off not doing this. I really do. I think we're going to get more influence by sitting in the house. You see, we get 5 influence there. And, well, no, I think it's the same. Okay. Let's do it. Let's stick to the original plan. We could schedule a visit, too. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. And look, he's in Indiana. You see how it only costs 10? We're going to do that. So we have 20 extra hours this week. Let's schedule a visit here on the ones we're close. So let's schedule Dante Corner here at not Notre Dame. USC is going to be tough. Higher tier opponent. We get 3 for the win. We only get a little bit of down for the loss. Rivalry game. We could wait till week 6. Illinois. They're ranked 8 in the nation? What? Okay. What is USC's overall? It's another home game. We got lucky with the schedule this year. Look at all these home games. The least risk is right here. That's the least amount of risk, right? This is tough, right? It's just tough to make this decision because if we choose it, we lose. This is not a big risk, though. You get barely any down for the loss here, right? And you're going to get influence anyways for that player coming to campus. So we're going to do that, and we're going to lean on conference prestige because that's what he loves. Where is conference prestige? There it is. He loves conference prestige. He loves playing time. Wait, what's his deal breaker? Conference prestige. So yeah, we're definitely leading with that. And that's going to have a bigger weight than even if we lose there. I don't think losing there is going to be a big factor. That's the new location-based visits. Love that. Okay, so this is the fast receiver we want. Indiana is number 1. We are right there with them, though, and we both have 2 pipeline. Iowa there with a 3 pipeline, but a little ways down. Brand exposure, we have a B-. Okay. So do we need to schedule a visit here? 92 speed, 90 acceleration, 89 spectacular catch. That is really good. But let's take a look at some of these other players we already had on. We have a visit scheduled there. We want to visit with this right tackle. We already know that right tackle is good. We want this player as a tight end, Deontay. So Zach and Deontay. The question is, who do we schedule a visit? I think we schedule Deontay. I think we schedule Deontay. His deal breaker is brand exposure, though, but he loves playing time. We're going to lead with that. Wait, why can't we schedule? Oh, he's not in the top 5, so never mind. We're good with scheduling the visit for Zach. He's in Indiana, so yeah, he's in Illinois. Zach is in Indiana. That's it. We can schedule a visit right here. No, never mind. Visits in top 5. Okay. So let's schedule a visit with Zach. Or maybe Jamichael, since we're behind. We really want Zach, though, right? But we don't want to mess this up. So maybe we don't do anything with this, right? Maybe we don't schedule a visit here. We really need an offensive lineman, though. And he's really good. We'll think about that. We'll think about the last visit. Jamichael. We're good. Let's not change anything. This is the really fast wide receiver who could start right away on our team. Probably will if we can lock him in. And David Bouchard, a well-rounded center, and we definitely need a center. A+ playing time. I tell you, this is a great recruiting class so far if we can pull this off. We can't schedule a visit anyways. He's not in the top 5. And, okay, David. Yes, the athlete. We are in first now. Rutgers number 2. And we have all the interest. That's a terrible perfect sell. We are probably not changing anything. We are dominating right now. We did win our first 2 games, though. And then Tyreek. We are leading the way there. I told you all we could win this battle. I tell ya, whoever is sending these houses, I think is sending real houses, right? It must be Jerry. You know, we must send Jerry out there. Jerry must be sending houses and Lamborghinis. Yeah, he's sending something because we have some players here, everybody. Not in the top 5. We can't schedule a visit, and not in the top 5. But we have 10 hours here. Do we schedule a visit or put more into this left tackle? I think we put more into this left tackle. So look, we can't compete against Tennessee. And Notre Dame? No, I don't think we can compete against them. Wow, this is tough. This is a tough decision, right? Can we compete against them? How many more visits do we need to schedule? Top 5. Who's in their top 5? Is anybody? Okay, Chabera. So I'm going to schedule this visit. I think this is more important. We're in a battle against Indiana, our rival. I believe Purdue and Indiana are rivals. Yeah, that is a rival, and that's a rivalry matchup. We saw it on the calendar. So we're going to schedule a visit. We have a free safety coming into town at USC. You want complimentary visits, right? So maybe we wait on this wide receiver till week 6. We'll get a big influence because it's a rivalry game. And we'll see if we can schedule some offensive linemen there to get complimentary visits. We just got to hope Jamichael does not make his full decision until then. So let's schedule it for week 6. Yep. Now, what does he care about? Brand exposure the most, but we're going to lean into conference prestige. Or maybe proximity to home, right? We're A+ that and A+ conference prestige. Because conference prestige, other schools will be playing into that as well. I know brand exposure is what he wants, but let's be realistic. It's B-. So let's do proximity to home. It's one of his interests. I know it's not his primary one, but it's good. So that's all of our hours for the week. Do we have any battles that we think we're going to lose? Deontay's close, right? Deontay's close. We're going to schedule a visit, though. Missouri and Michigan State, I want him so bad. I want him for tight end. He is going to be a game changer if we could somehow lock him in. If we lose a game and that goes down, we may have to move him, right? So I'm going to go ahead and move him up on the list here. He's going to be a game changer. Let's move up the 2 with visits as well. Yeah, and then, these I'm just going to remove off the list later on. No need to do it right now at the end of this video, but 9 players, and honestly, we may go after a couple other 3-stars later on, and then next year in the offseason, transfer portal. Bring in some more. We know we're going to lose players to the transfer portal. Let's see if we can lock in a lot of good players who want playing time from other schools, right? Players from Alabama. Send them all over here. Tell them. Everybody, anybody who lives in Alabama, get on over there. If you live in Louisiana, get on over there to LSU. Get on over there to Georgia and tell them all that Purdue wants players and Ryan Gamer will bring them a national championship if they transfer over, right? So go ahead and tell them. Go ahead and spread the news. We are undefeated. What a game that was. What an episode this was today. Let's go ahead and advance the week and see how the recruiting goes here on the weekly advance. But that's just an incredible week. Thank you all for all the support on this series already and for watching this video to the end. If you got some enjoyment, be sure to drop a like before you go. It really helps the channel, and subscribe for more. We are number 1 on 4 recruits now. That is massive, and you can see our transfers. Yeah, we're going to have transfers. We may have like more than 10. Yeah, so we could have 20 technically. Next up, we face off against another top 25 opponent. The USC Trojans, a Big Ten battle, our first conference matchup. This team went 0 for 9 in the Big Ten in real life last year. This is our first conference game. Let's make a statement in front of our home fans. Our home fans were fired up in that night game. Let's do it again, everybody. Both teams are undefeated. First conference game. It is going to be electric. I will see you in the next episode. And as always, have a fantastic day, everybody.